To beat this mission, Silent Assassin, suit only, we are going to be bringing the breach charges, the silver baller, the coins, and the fiber wire. We don't necessarily need to bring the coins, and we could just replace it with the breach charges and not have a pickup item. I just prefer to use the coins, so that's why I'm bringing them. I will point out 3 additional distraction items that we could use instead of the coins, just to show that it is preference and that you don't need to, because this entire map is absolutely littered with extra distraction items. We're gonna skip the cutscene and run through close to the truck. Because the NPCs will slow us down. We're gonna pick up this wrench. There is a screwdriver as well, but we're not gonna take it. We'll take the breach charges and pick them up. That screwdriver is the first additional distraction item that we could take instead of the coins. And we're gonna run upstairs because the headmaster is up here, and even though we could take him out with a wrench, I'm gonna throw a coin because this map uses a lot of distraction items, and I'd rather just use a coin. We'll pick up his key and go around to climb up and over and slide down a pipe that's after this. This map is a bit large, or at least it just seems that way. How other maps are like multi-story buildings, this is mainly flat. So instead of having extra layers, it's just extra floor space, I guess would be the word for it. There really isn't much to look out for over here. We have his key so we can unlock this door. The NPC in the next room, he won't see us. He has horrible peripheral vision. We're just gonna follow him to open the next door. The NPCs in the building shouldn't see us. The only one that we need to be aware of, if you look at the mini-map, it's the one farthest away that is moving in Union right now. He's in front because he may look at us as we're climbing through this window when we come back. But we're going to turn the radio on, and on the table behind this radio and on the wall against and on that table actually, there are 3 distraction items. I believe it's a toy truck, a brick, and I want to say a cue ball. So that's 4 extra distraction items so far, counting the screwdriver that we didn't pick up. And we're gonna wait over here in the corner for our target to come up the stairs, because he is going to want to see who is shit-talking him down there. And when he comes, we're going to garrote him. I'm gonna fast forward to that moment. Okay, he's coming into the room now, and he will look down. He won't see us, but we need to keep an eye out in the hallway because he will have a guard watching him. I say guard, military personnel, whatever this NPC wants to be called. We wait for him to turn around, and we can garrote him. And we're just gonna drag him along this wall. No one enters this room, so no one's gonna see him. And it's lucky for that because there's no place to hide his body. We're gonna drop down, and we are going to be careful for that NPC not to see us, because he is looking into this room that we climbed into earlier. And in the next area, yep, he's over there. He'll either be where he was originally when we first come in and looking at the wall, or he'll be over there. And I guess it just depends on how long we take. But after he comes over here, we're gonna run past him. This area is just a lot of running around, really. It's a lot of running around and waiting, I should say. That guard, he's gonna turn around, and we're gonna follow behind him. Be careful not to touch him. Put yourself up against the wall, and we're gonna wait for him to turn around. And once he turns around again, we can leave and head to our second target. There we go. Again, it's just a lot of running. This map, instead of having, again, like a multi-layered building, it's just a lot of floor space, a lot of ground level stuff. We want to be careful not to go too much to the left because we will be trespassing if we go too much to the left to avoid the crowd. We're gonna climb over this wall. The security guard shouldn't see us, and if he starts to see us, we're just gonna crouch. So it's fine.
You made it.
And down here, we need to be more aware of where the NPCs are looking. Because they may be looking in our direction. There's a lot of them, and there are a couple of patrolling ones. See, they almost saw us, but we're fast, so they're not going to see us. We need to look away from this piece of cover that we have so that we can throw a coin to distract them. We want to wait for the NPC we want to wait for that NPC that we just saw on the left to look away and start his patrol so that he won't see us. The other two shouldn't see us. And we're going to throw a breach charge over here. Aim away from the door so that it'll actually go close to it because it will roll like that. We're going to explode it. Detonate it. And we're going to grab this wrench. There's another distraction item by that. That's 5 extra distraction items when we only brought 3 extra coins. And we're going to use our last coin up here.
Do we have an understanding?
This is also why it's good to use a coin so that it doesn't accidentally target one of those guys.
Go check that out.
And we did that so that they wouldn't see us in their peripheral vision, or in case they look a little to the left while they're talking. And in here, we're going to turn the vacuum on and wait for this guard to come in because we're going to choke him out. Choke him out, put him in the crate. We're going to pick up his gun. And now we gotta wait again. Because our other target's patrol path will eventually come over here. He's gonna rest against the railing outside, and we're gonna have to look. And we're gonna have to lure him into this room. Oh yeah, I also picked up another wrench, if you couldn't tell. So 6, an additional 6 distraction items. But he's gonna come out here. So I'm gonna fast forward to that, but when he actually comes over, because it is a long wait. Okay, he's finally made his way over, so we're going to throw a wrench to get him to come over here. And once he comes over here, we're gonna try and throw another wrench in this room to bring him in, because for whatever reason the vacuum doesn't work on him. I guess he thinks that's for people below him to come and check. No idea why, but as soon as he's done and he starts to move again, we're going to throw a wrench. If that doesn't get him, I'm going to throw another wrench. That should get him. Nope, it didn't get him at all. Accidentally turned the vacuum on. That didn't do anything. He really doesn't want to come into this room. I'm going to turn that off because it's annoying me. Okay, as soon as the question mark is gone from his head, then I'm going to throw this wrench. As soon as he starts to move.
Wasn't anything to worry about.
As soon as he starts, there we go, and that should bring him in. And when he comes in, he will open the door, and that will give us cover so that he doesn't see us, and we will garrote him. There we go. That is both targets garroted. And now, if it'll let me drag him, I don't know why that input dropped, because I was holding the button. Now we can leave. And on our way out, we need to be mindful of the military personnel that is in the basement again, in the parking garage, I mean. Don't want to be in his peripheral. Just gonna scoot alongside the wall. And one of 2 things is going to happen on our way out. Either the guard over there is going to pick it up and run away with it, or it will get close enough to the door that we can detonate it and go through the door to get around him. So either way, we will be able to get around the guard. He is behind that red car over there. That red car over there on our right. Well, I should say around it. But we're gonna throw this, and he's either gonna hear it and come to get it. Yep, he's gonna come over to get it. But if he didn't, then we were going to detonate it and go through the door to get around him, and while using that red car as cover. But since he's coming to get it, we just have to make sure that no one over here is going to see us, that other patrolling guard doesn't come back over. And once he leaves with it, we're free to go around him. Gonna bring out the wrench just in case we need to distract anybody, because it's our last distraction item, I believe. Well, no, I could still drop the gun. Could still drop the gun for a distraction. That's why we brought it. The security guard shouldn't be looking in our direction based on where he is on the minimap, and we're free to go. Just don't go too much to the right so that we don't get caught trespassing. And we're good. We just have to go to an exit. So long as I can find one, because this map goes a lot of places and I don't want to trespass. We just have to follow it, but this is where we came from. No, it's back this way. I've done a lot of going to kill the targets, just not a lot of leaving after killing them, if you couldn't tell. And we found our exit. I'll let it play out. That was much more difficult than what I thought it would be, finding an exit, not killing both of the targets. I am a little embarrassed about that. And we're gonna skip this other cutscene. And we should get all of our achievements. There are going to be a good bit of them. Piano Man, Uninvited, Exit Take Me Away, Silent Assassin, SASO, Suit Only, No Evidence. Unlock some other stuff. 5 stars, Silent Assassin, Suit Only. I'd like to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you'll enjoy the next video as well. Goodbye.